You know, I've been watching card game anime for most of my life at this point, and I don't think anyone's ever said the simplest answer to how to fix your card game problems than what was said in this week's episode of Vanguard when Kai simply said to Aichi, just stop playing. Like, seriously, no one's ever just like, you know what? My life and my, life expectancy would be a whole lot better if I just picked up checkers. Like, seriously, it took that long. Anyways, so here we are with part one of a fight that has been built up for multiple episodes for us, and for these characters has been built up for all of, an hour and a half. Like, seriously, this is epic. It's happening in, an office, and Ren even took his jacket off. Now, one could say he took his jacket off because a big leather coat probably is pretty hot, and chances are this place, might not have great air conditioning, considering, it's a business being ran by card game insanity. But I choose to believe it was because of the epicness of this showdown. Okay, and all joking aside, I actually really like this. This whole setup is great. I really like the way the show really emphasizes how what's going on is more about what the characters choose than the thing that's out of their control. Like, going back to that scene where Kai tells Aichi, don't play anymore, it's a fantastic moment because it very much doesn't put Aichi in a very positive light. It doesn't make Kai seem very positive. It's just this very intense moment. Starting off with Aichi's perspective, from a very realistic answer, the thing to do is just stop playing Vanguard. But you see when he refuses, he almost makes it seem like an obsession. He can't quit. He can't stop playing. He needs that feeling that Vanguard has given him in his life. That's just like Ren, who probably also could just quit if he wanted to, but he can't bring himself to because of what Vanguard does for him. There's a lot of truth for that for real card game stuff. Trust me, as someone who plays both Yu-Gi-Oh! And Vanguard, I fully acknowledge the problems both the metagames have, but a part of me still is like, this is what I do. I can't just give it up. But when you look at it in the context of the show and what Vanguard has done for these people, again, it focuses more on sort of what the characters choose to do. Aichi doesn't want to give up Vanguard because it's given him what he's always wanted. Friends, a social life, something to care about. These are the things he wants. The reason this keeps him from going crazy and evil like Ren has become is because Ren wants victory. He wants to feel strong. He wants that sense of power that he doesn't get in his life because of his abusive father. Again, it's not really trying to set up a dynamic of hero and villain. It's a dynamic of just two kids who just want to feel something good. And I really like that idea. It's not saying that there's a right or wrong answer, there's only what people choose. Because remember, Aichi seemed obsessive about wanting to keep playing Vanguard. That already puts a similarity between him and Ren. Aichi could go down that road if he's not careful, and that's what we're seeing happen, because look at who's now got to save the day because Aichi's still too weak. It's up to Kai, someone who has shown that he has a very aggressive side to him, someone who has shown he's very angry, he's not very good with social. That's sort of what's going on here. When Kai is sort of like, when, I forget who it was like Tetsu or Ren or whoever said, why'd you leave us? Kai's like, well, I was never in your group. I could go whenever I want. If you put that into a different context and sort of take out the intensity of the moment, that sounds very childish. That sounds how a kid would react, because remember, that's ultimately what Kai is. Like, he's just kind of this kid who's just gone through a lot of heartbreak and doesn't really know how to deal with it properly. It's why he is so antisocial, and why the idea of someone like Aichi who is able to craft friendships and who is able to reach out to him, why the idea of Aichi losing that sense of who he is so scary to him. Like, again, I don't know why I'm saying again a lot. I don't know. Kai wants to become better, but as long as Ren is this way, he can't. So Kai's reacting the only way he knows how. He's lashing out. And what does Kai do when he lashes out? He card fights because, like Aichi and Ren, that's kind of the only solution he knows. Like, having this whole climax take place in an office on, a random Monday, just as an after-school thing, really puts the smallness of this situation, and it really makes you care more about the characters in the situation. World's not at stake. No one's really going to get more hurt than they already are. If Vanguard gets ruined in this town because of assholes, fine, whatever. Trust me, many towns have had their Yu-Gi-Oh! Locals ruined because of assholes. Like, who ultimately cares? Well, our characters care. And we want to care about them, so that's why we care. It's taking the long route to get your investment. It's making you care about the situation because you like the people it's happening to. And that's risky. It would be so much easier to just be like, here's this big, epic, evil force looking for world domination. And we'll probably get there in future seasons. But at the moment, they didn't want to do the easy route and just make some big, ambiguous evil monster. That's what they did last time. They want to take the time to have you care about everyone and care about the situation. Even the other characters, it doesn't take much to actually understand why they're coming at the situation the way they are, because you, the viewer, have come to like and really remember and have them stick out to you. Misaki is being protective because she saw how aggressive and abusive Ren can be during a card fight. Kamui is very forefront during the situation because he remembered what it was like to be weak. Tetsu is fascinated by everything that happens and thinks if you lean into it more, that'll make it better. Asuka is blinded because of her feelings for Ren. Kyo wants the power, so he's fascinated. They really did a good job of crafting everyone, and considering how long these card game managers, long-running shonens, have to make the stories go in general, they did it in a considerably not amount of time. It really is a good accomplishment and a testament to the show's writing. So all in all, I really like this. I really like the smaller climax. It really is fantastic, and I can't wait to see what happens, unless that thing is Kai losing with Dragonic Waterfall because plot reasons. Oh god, it's coming, it's coming. Anyways, Vanguard question of the week. So late last week, it was revealed that Angel Feather's Perfect Guard is going to be Nociel herself, as opposed to Hopekeeper or whoever it was in the manga. This has many Angel Feather fans pissed, because now in Premium you will have to choose between either the Perfect Guard Nociel, so you can have more grade 1s to play, or the original Nociel, so that way it'll be more in line with the way you've run the deck up till this point. And some people are just mad because they don't like the idea of how to balance Premium affecting how Standard will be run. Some people are worried that might affect how Gareth and Bowman's will work, considering a lot of people are getting hype for Azel in Premium, so you can get those sweet, sweet double XL circles in one turn. But what do you all think? Is it a problem for you? Do you even really care? Tell me that below. And as always, click to like and click to subscribe, and join me next week in the crying as one of the most degenerate cards in Standard loses to one of the most situational.